Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Tracy and I try to make videos about twice a week. So today's video is going to be about the Buxom eyeshadow palettes, but before we get going, what's on my lips is the Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Cafe. It's just a nice natural nude. I don't think they make the shade anymore, but I'm sure they have something that's comparable to it. It's just like the perfect pinky brownie nude. It's really good. Every time I pull out my Buxom palettes and start using them, I'm just kind of hit with how good they are. Okay, so every once in a while, I'll use a different palette every single day until I've gone through all of my palettes, just so that I can kind of compare and see what I like and see if there are palettes that I don't love that maybe I should get rid of, or if there are palettes that I've been neglecting that I'm really loving. And I did that about a year ago and realized that I loved my Buxom palette 1,000 times more than my Anastasia palettes, which I feel like is saying something because I feel like everybody talks about Anastasia palettes. Nobody talks about Buxom. They talk about their lip glosses, but never their palettes, and they are so good. Anyway, I just recently did that again and realized, oh my gosh, why do I always neglect these? Let me show you which ones I have. So I have Dolly's Wild Side, which I have on my eyes right now. It's a great pinky mauve palette. I also have White Russian on the Rocks, which is limited edition, but last time I checked, it is still available. And this is more just pink tones. They're a little peachy. I also used to have the May Contain Nudity palette, and I was kind of a snob and was like, well, I like the Naked palette way better. So I got rid of that one. And now I'm like, why did I do that? They are such good shadows. So if I take this, one swipe, look at that pigment. It's incredible. And I pressed really lightly. Let me do it again and show you if I were to do a heavy swatch. They're pigmented. These are such great shadows. Even the mattes, so let me show you this matte shade. They're not like that buttery, almost wet feeling, the mattes. They're just soft, and I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see any of this. They're so easy to work with. They're pigmented, they're blendable. They have a wide variety of shades. They're just kind of a no-brainer to me, yet I constantly am neglecting them, which is so dumb. I don't know. I really feel like these might be some of my favorite shadows ever. If you don't know, the thing I love most about them is the whole row of shadows slips out very easily. I mean, you saw that was so easy. And then the shadows themselves, they pop out as well, super easily. So you can refill your palette, which I think is genius. How many times you go through a shade in a palette and then you don't want to use the palette anymore because that was your favorite shade in the palette and you don't have it, so what's the point of using the palette? Do you know what I mean? And Buxom takes care of that for you. They make it removable, and it's so easy to remove. So I could take this palette, let's say I run out of let's say I run out of this. People run out of their transition shades quite frequently. So if I run out of this transition shade, I can just go to Sephora or Ulta and pick up this individual color. Or if I wanted to, I could switch it out with something else. You guys, these are incredible. They're the smartest palette packaging I've ever seen. But on top of that, the shadows are so good. When I run out of these, I plan on refilling, like I'm gonna make these into my life palette. So those palettes that I go for on an everyday basis that I've picked the shades out, that's what these are gonna become for me once I go through the shades. I love them that much. They are so good. I highly recommend them. They're not super expensive. They even make a palette that you can actually customize. Like, it doesn't come with shades in it, it just is the palette. So you can customize the shades that go in it. They also have an all matte palette. They're really good. I highly recommend that you pick them up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful for you. If you pick them up, let me know what you think of them. I seriously think they're phenomenal. That's all I have for you, so until next time, bye guys!